If you've ever had a patient say, I wish I had more time to talk to you, already have the seeds of a coaching business. And so in this episode, we're going to talk about one-on-one coaching, how physicians like yourself are turning your lived experience and your expertise into a high trust, high impact income stream.
That's right. Do you know that you can be a coach and not be direct patient care? And that it's a different liability. It's totally different. You're just educating. It's like the same thing you would if you're putting out content online. But imagine if somebody has 45 minutes with you, one on one, where you customize their question for them and they get a chance to ask you question what they need to do. It's kind of like one on one with a personal trainer instead of like doing it in a group setting. Now you're doing one on one where the personal trainer hold your hand and spot you and show you the motion you need to be doing. You imagine yourself as a personal trainer working one on one with your client to get them a transformation. But when you do this, you can actually give your client a faster transformation than in a group setting.
It's not medical care, it's guidance, it's support, it's strategy around a specific transformation. And we've been using those words a lot lately. It's providing patient with a clear, I shouldn't say patient, a client with a clear outcome. And then as long as they're willing to do so, you have all the foundations to a thriving one-on-one coaching practice. So let's get into it. What has been your experiences with one-on-one coaching, Ann?
Well, it's a high touch program. And usually you have to create that offer online to your group. And you have to know what your deliverables are. So that's why getting niche down is very important. And who you're working with and what are you helping them with? So for me, is I help men with erectile dysfunction to be able to have ED breakthrough and be able to gain functioning again. But you got to think in your mindset, how can I coach this person without going to my office to get that transformation? You'll be amazed because when I listen, I mean, I help men with ED. I mean, obviously, they're going to need in office treatment, right? If they're a severe case, but I can work with men that are in the mild to moderate phase to get reversal. In fact, we're actually seeing some reversal function even in severe cases. So what I'm trying to say is that think of like, how can I teach and educate a client to create that transformation? So with me, it's 5 sessions on Zoom, one to one, 45 minutes together, and we work on what they need to do. So oftentimes it's either diet, exercise, sleep, meditation, supplement, and medical device to help them get more functioning. But it's kind of like you're saying the same thing over again, but like each session is something different. Have you implement? And then you hold their accountability partner where you're holding them accountable what they need to do. And then you're giving them the roadmap, what they need to do, and then holding them accountable for the next session. So it's called one-to-one intensive program where they get accelerated effect and you are giving them the strategy that's customized for them. Because when you're in a group setting, you can't really customize it to someone individualized. But when you're working with someone individually, like when I launched it, I have several people that sign up. And it was one guy, he was in his 30s, he did eat well, he exercised well, but he still has ED. Well, it's probably more psychological and more lifestyle modification that he needs, as in, like, is he vaping or porn? So those are things that I would kind of talk with him versus like a guy in his 60s that has high blood pressure and high cholesterol. He would need more of lifestyle modification and exercise program. That's how you can kind of customize it to the client, not the patient. So you're just on Zoom with them, 45 minutes. It can be weekly, it could be every 2 weeks, but it's the set number. It usually is 5. And then it's coaching. You can give them a workbook. You can give them a guide that they can just follow and do a check off. So that's what we do. We give them a workbook and they can check off on this, and we'll give them a daily check off list. And then they show up with me and we discuss about it. And we already work with several clients that has already had 3 sessions, and I can see clarity. I can see hope now. They're actually getting results. We had a client that had 10 years of ED, failed Viagra and Cialis, and after the second session, with what we recommend, he's able actually to have intimacy with his wife for the first time. in a while. Now, it wasn't perfect. He still needs work on it. What's so good about this is that when they're working with you on one-to-one intensive, then they will want to work with you more. So they may want to travel to see you in your office if you have an office that delivered the treatment, or that they want to sign up with you for long term. Or if you have a group coaching, you can then offer them the group coaching program. So we talk about group coaching as our last episode, but now if you're doing one-to-one intensive, you can have them do the group coaching as the next step in implementation of what they need to do. And so the reason why I like the one-to-one intensive is that one, it's high touch, that they get transformation quickly. They get clarity quickly that's customized to them. It's something you can easily launch. So if your doctor, you're online and you don't develop a following, you can launch it one-to-one coaching program. Even if you have 100 followers, you can launch it and somebody will buy it, and you can price it between 3 to 5,000 to 7,000, and the market will tell you what it wants. So when you first start out, maybe 3,500 or 5,000. We have a doctor that we work with that launched this one-to-one intensive at 3,500. He had 3 sales within the first couple of months. He was able to make about like $12,000 that he didn't make before, with just doing 5 sessions of just one-to-one. And then every session is recorded, like Mike said, either on Zoom or you can use Fathom. Fathom is like less than $20 a month, and it will give you actually a workbook. And Mike, in his AI program, says that you can also take the transcript and write it as a summary. So there's many ways that you can use AI now to increase your productivity at this point. So that's the easiest way to launch a coaching business, low tech, that you can launch right now, even with a small following. Because we're now seeing creators start making money now with just a few hundred followers by launching a one-to-one intensive coaching program. Because once you start having money coming in, then you can kind of breathe now and growing your coaching business. But sometimes you have to finesse your offer. So what's in the offer? The one-to-one intensive, they get a recording of the meeting. They get a workbook or action item. So you offer that, and then you may even lump in a course with that as well too. You already had a course that you created in the past, you may lump that in a course. So our coaching program, the one that we do with the one-to-one intensive, we actually send them a supplement. We send them a nitric oxide supplement and a penis pump, because they need that for a coaching program. So essentially we're sending them the equipment that they need. But if you're just teaching a client to how to deal with anxiety, you really don't need anything. Maybe you can set up an affiliate account and then maybe have them use like a Muse band to help with heart rate variability, or is it a Whoop band to kind of monitor their heart rate, and when they know that, to give them feedback about their physiological status. So what I love about this is that you can launch quickly, you can see result, you can adjust as you go, and it create money fairly quick.
Yeah, and my experiences are a little bit different, as most of my experience has been in business coaching. So we're not sending any penis pumps. Well, I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe. Who knows? Who knows what type of business in it? Usually mine have a set outcome to it. That's why I like to do my coaching. I think that one-on-one intensives are brilliant because, it is almost like dating, because you need to know if they're going to work with you, you'll work with them. And so in one-on-one coaching, let's face it, your time is the most valuable thing that you have. And so you're going to want to price it accordingly. Oftentimes mine are 12 weeks, 6 months at most. And it usually revolves around some type of transformation, some type of outcome. So in business, it could be helping them launch their practice, helping them launch their online business, helping them launch their app. And so we go over a series of steps to get them to that, just the way that I explained it with group coaching. The other thing too is, I think as a physician, this is going to come naturally to you because you already have the qualities that make a great coach. You already have great communication, great listening skills. You already have, despite some might think, you do have credibility, right? There's a respect factor by being a physician in addition to a coach. And you have outcomes in mind. You're results driven. So these are some things that we encourage you. If your first step is you want to start up a side gig, I think one-on-one coaching is the first step. Other times too is, and this is kind of a little trickier. I don't know if it's the trick here. Oftentimes, I price my one-on-one coaching is, again, time is my most valuable thing on here. I don't have a lot of one-on-one clients currently. I've just only got a few. Is it actually makes your group coaching, which we talked about last episode, even more attractive for it, because now you're saying, oh my goodness, this person is charging XXX amount, 5-figure amount for one-on-one coaching. I'm not ready yet to make that investment, but maybe I'll get my group coaching involved. And that's so sometimes what I've done is I offer one-on-one, but then if they are not ready or to have that commitment yet, a group coaching is a nice option. And sometimes I even funnel people to that group coaching just because of all the benefits that we talked about on the last episode with group accountability.
Absolutely, because that's the beauty of designing your online business. It's called Ascension. A client or customer will enter it in something free. You give them like a free checklist, and then they get emails from you. They watch more videos from you. Now, I'm going to give you $1 million tip. Every time you release a video on YouTube, it is a funnel. Starts with a hook, and it is a funnel. It's really building that know, like, and trust factor with your viewers. And it will lead them to a journey. So they'll opt into something, a free checklist, a free maybe audio, a free book. Another $1 million tip. All right, write this down. If they see you on YouTube, you should give them a video as something free. If they listen to you on podcast, give them an audio, because you want to give your viewers something that is catered to their preference, so what they like. So if they hear you from a blog, then they get like something written. You can create the same content like a video. This can be transcribed and this can be created into a checklist. So that's kind of like marketing pro tip there. Give them what they want and whatever platform that they are listening to. But moving on, I want to say is that when you are offering this, is to think about the free and then go to some type of low ticket, which is, it could be a group coaching program. And most of the time it's designed from $40 to $90 to even $200 to even $500 a month. And then that will go to the one-to-one intensive, which is from be 3,500 to 10,000 a month. And that's 10,000 for 5 sessions. And then you could even make it a whole year program. So my value ladder for my customers that they opted to a free ebook or free checklist, and then the coaching program, they join the coaching program, and then the one-to-one intensive, and then they go to my office for treatment that range from $15,000 to like $30,000 for a ticket there. So because I still have an office, then that's where I send the one that goes from free in the office, and it does work. I will tell you, a lot of our patients that come to our office come from watching our video online, which is free, but each video is a funnel itself. So you want to design your video in that format. And that's what I love teaching doctors to do, is to produce content that is engaging, that lead listener or the viewer from they don't know you to know, like, and trust you, to believe that you can offer that transformation. Because when somebody start to trust you, they will start wanting to work with you closer and closer and want to be able to get involved in your paid program. Is there anything else you want to add, Mike?
No, I think we pretty much cover it. I mean, I guess, just the next thing is, okay, so I'm ready to do it. I understand the importance of being a one-on-one coach. How do I get started? It comes down to things about letting them know that you have this available. We've talked about the importance of building a mailing list, about having a lead magnet. And it's first, it's like, hey, if you're looking to work with me, just contact me and set up a call with them. And that's where it starts. Just having a conversation and say, you'll find people who want to work with you, and just say, okay, just giving them the opportunity to do it. Don't just think it's going to happen. You have to actually make that offer out there that you're going to be available for a certain period of time. Give them set up a calendar link, and then set up a call with them, discovery call, whatever you want, strategic call, whatever you want to call it. that's where you get started.
And don't worry about software or tech. We have that all available software, DoctorBoss, where we base it off high level, but we customize it for doctors' needs and doctor businesses at this time. So we want you to invite you to our free online community in school called Doctors Online Success. Check the link right here, or you can go to doctors with an S, onlinesuccess.com to join the community. It's free now, but we will be charging for that at this point. There's plenty of resources in there on how to leverage your medical expertise online that is free. But we built it so that the more you engage, the more you unlock more materials. And we have lots of training materials on how to use AI, how to write a book in 3 days, even how to create and launch your YouTube channel in 3 days. Mike and I put our best work in that community at this point, and our passion is to empower 1 million physicians to leverage their medical expertise online, to get paid for their knowledge, and to get out of being undervalued, underpaid, underrespected for the sacrifice that we had given up essentially more than a decade of our life for to become the doctor that you deserve to be. And just know that you do not have to settle, that you can be the doctor boss and you can leverage your medical expertise online.
And remember, again, you're not just a doctor, you're a doctor boss. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you guys next time. Hope to see you in our school community so we can continue the conversation. Take care.
Take care.